the one who knows stillness. And perhaps now you've already begun to feel yourself settling into something quieter. It may be the body sinking into the surface beneath it, or the breath softening without needing direction, or just something like a gentle yes somewhere deep inside. There is no need to rush. In fact, the more softly you listen, the more easily this moment begins to open, like a flower blooming, not because it must, but because the time is right. You are not here to force anything. You're not even here to fix anything. You're here to let be, to discover that something deep in you already knows how to meet this experience, already knows how to listen to the body without needing to interfere. And so you might notice now that the body is doing its own thing. It always has, long before you tried to manage it, long before you thought something was wrong. There was just movement, sensation, life unfolding in waves. And sometimes those waves feel strange. They might sway, tilt, buzz behind the eyes, float like mist, spin like a thought that won't sit still. And it's okay. You're not here to change the sensation, just to notice it from a place just a little beyond it. Because as you let your awareness widen, you might begin to sense that you are not in the sensation, but the one who knows it's there. And even if it shifts, there is something in you that remains still. Let your awareness drift now, not outward, but inward, as though you're sinking slowly through the layers of experience, sinking through sensation, past the thoughts about the sensation, and gently arriving at something underneath. A quiet center, a still point. You may not need to locate it because it's already holding you. And the strange part is, even if the body seems to move, even if the world feels like it sways, there is always something that doesn't move, something that notices, a place you can rest without bracing, without resisting, without needing to understand. And you may find that the more you rest in that stillness, the more space you have to simply allow. You don't need to do anything special now. In fact, doing may not be what's called for at all. Perhaps now is the time for something older, something deeper, something like allowing the breath to rise and fall, allowing the eyes to soften, allowing the nervous system to find its own pace again, its own rhythm, like a stream finding the natural shape of its bed. And maybe the dizziness is part of that process, not an error, not a mistake, but a message, a movement, a guardian perhaps, trying to keep you from something that you once couldn't bear to feel. And now you might be ready to just let it be here, without pushing it away, without trying to make it mean anything, without needing it to stop, just letting it be. And by letting it be, you may notice that something begins to shift all on its own. There's a part of you older than thought, older than belief, that has always known how to release, how to let go, how to finish what was never allowed to complete. Sometimes the body holds when it doesn't feel safe to move through. So it waits, it stores, it circles until just the right moment, maybe like now. And when that moment comes, the body doesn't need a plan. It just needs space, permission, presence. So now if you feel a swirl of energy, a tingling, a motion, a warmth, just notice. Just let it be. Don't label, don't fix. Simply trust that your body knows exactly what it's doing, and that your only job is to allow it. Sometimes what we call dizziness is something else in disguise, a feeling that never made it to the surface, an emotion that the system once learned was too dangerous to feel. So it blurred, it spun, it created fog instead of fire. But now, that old fire might be ready to return, not to burn, but to complete. Maybe it's sadness, grief, or even anger long disowned, a cry that never reached the air. Whatever it is, you don't need to go looking for it. You only need to make room to say, if you're here, you can come. If you're ready, I'm finally listening. And if nothing comes, that's okay too. The act of allowing is enough. And now, imagine stepping even further back, not away from yourself, but behind the one who feels, behind the one who experiences, as though even that self, the one who says, I am dizzy, is being watched by something faster, quieter, not separate, not above, just deeper. And if you are not the one who suffers, not even the personality who tries to heal, but the field in which all of that appears, the space that holds it all, even this moment, even the one listening, even the dizziness itself, all allowed, all seen, all arising in something still. And if the dizziness could speak, what would it say? You've been spinning outside your truth. You've abandoned your center. You're trying to live too many lives. Too much. Would it perhaps say, I've been guarding a door you didn't yet feel strong enough to open. And now I wonder if perhaps you might be ready. You don't need to answer. Just be aware of your body and feel what stirs. Sometimes the message isn't words. It's just a deep softening, a wave of warmth, a quiet release. And in that allowing, you begin to change. Not by effort, but by contact. Embodied contact. Contact with the truth that the body never stopped holding. And now, as you rest more deeply into this space, the sensation may change, or not. It may grow louder for a moment, or quieter, like a wave gathering energy before it breaks. Just know, this is how integration happens, through being with, not pushing through, just moments at a time, through awareness, not interference. The body might tremble, the heart may flutter, and the breath may catch and release, and all of it is okay. In fact, it may be exactly what is needed to let the cycle start to complete, to let the nervous system return to now, to permit something old to finally leave. And by now, perhaps something in you knows. You were never the symptom, never the dizziness. You are not the suffering, not even thought about the experience, not the one who is anxious about the dizziness. You are the one who allows all of this, the one who is aware, the one who sees, the one who can say, this too belongs, this too is allowed, and this too may pass when ready. And maybe the dizziness was not your enemy, not even a flaw. Maybe it was the flare of something sacred trying to get your attention, trying to get you to stop doing something that wasn't you, and to call you back to slowness, to truth, to your own stillness, the stillness that was never gone, just waiting to be remembered. And now, without needing to change anything, you might just feel that you are home, not in a place, not in a story, but in a space that can hold all things, stillness and movement, tears and silence, confusion and clarity, chaos and safety, symptom and surrender. All of it part of one field, and that field is you, not the little self, but the one who was here before any name and is still here now. Let yourself rest there, and even when life moves again, even when dizziness returns or fades, let this space remains, because it is not something you visit, it is something you are. The one who knows stillness, the one who allows the turning world, the one who needs nothing to be whole, because you already are.